Rend, slaughter, devour your enemies. There is no other way to survive. You cannot escape your hunger. Warriors of Purgatory.
Try to fight this love. How dangerous can it be? No, the odds are so unfavorable, and honesty's forsakable. So many run for safety, run from the danger, falling in love like this. Danger, falling apart in the hands of another. Like this, cold sweat craving the dark, so completely, so sweetly, danger.
Hey guys, this is YT42, and welcome to Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. Avatar tuner if you're in Japan. Anyway, so yeah, it's time to begin a duology. I don't know if I'll record the second game right after I finish this game. Maybe I want a little break in between, but yeah, the full story spans 2 games, and so yeah, it'll be a fun ride. Now, before I begin, I have to talk about some things that are a problem with the PS3 version of this game. Not the second game, just this game. Because I'm recording this off PS3. So, there's a lot of syncing issues in cutscenes, as in, what's the name? Dialogue won't go out of sync with the characters, thank God. But the sound effects will, which is really distracting. But I mean, I'll be commentating over it anyway, so hopefully that'll distract a bit. But yeah, that's nothing I can do about that. That's just Atlas, doing a terrible job at porting things over. So let me check. Actually, is there anything else? No. Okay, cool. Before I begin though, I will check the recording because I know that PS2 games like to go, oh, I'm gonna freak out now. So here's hoping everything's all good. Yep, cool. Alright. Now, let us begin. Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. I've just pressed the cross button, not start. Our characters, story, blah 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 blah. In other words, Atlas saying, it's not us. It's not real. It's in a video game for a reason. No, please. There is no turning back. I found the answer. Man should return to its origins and embrace the truth. That isn't true. You, like me, need only what was lost. Stop it. I will release the uncontrollable rage that lurks inside them. The fury of the demons. No! Interesting stuff there. Quite interesting. Right, so here's our scene, our setting. I'll let the cutscenes play before gameplay, and then I'll start introducing what's going on here. But anyway.
I've never seen anything of that nature.
Also, pay attention to each of the characters' eyes. Or the colour of their eyes, or rather lack thereof, honestly. They're all grey. That's semi-important for later.
Harley is present.
So I'll let Argila, who's the woman talking, her name's Argila, I'll let her explain what's happening here. And that's Surf, our protagonist. Main protagonist, anyway. And of course, in Megaten tradition, he doesn't speak. Also, I'm pretty sure that's sound effects in Halo 2.
New recruits are always available, but a leader is irreplaceable. Remember that.
Yes, down they go. On the offensive. Oh, I got vibration on. Oh, I don't like having rumble. And that cat, just a little important throughout the story. And I'm not being sarcastic. Just a sick dodge roll. Yeah, but the syncing issues in the cutscenes, that's only the case for in-game rendered cutscenes. As in cutscenes that happen in real time. Pre-rendered VMUs, or just like pre-rendered cutscenes that they're just video files like this one, they don't have that problem. So yeah, thankfully for the updating cutscenes, no problems. Yum.
Warning to the vanguards. Remove the unidentified object at coordinates 2314-5873. Failure to comply will be deemed an act of war.
Warning to the Embryon. Remove the unidentified object at coordinates 2314-5873. Failure to comply will be deemed an act of war.
So this thing's disgusting. Just got it. Although, this is kind of important. And so everyone is struck by this odd light. Them all. Amani Padme Hum. Yeah, that's important. Vana, mistranslation, is supposed to be Varuna. So good fun here. Also, you guessed it. What's the name? The voice actor for Surf is Yuri Lowenthal, because Yuri Lowenthal is in everything. So there you go. And then also, see this? The color blue. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to colors in this game. It's very bleak. Now Surf's awake. And so the rest of the Embryon.
What happened? Where?
Also, yeah, Steve Bloom as
Where are the vanguards?
as Gale, always a pleasure. Argila's voice actress, can't remember her name, but she's really good. And we got a little tattoo. Awesome. It's exactly what everyone longs to find. A crash site with a naked girl in the middle of it. Awesome.
Any thoughts? Strange. I feel like I have met this girl before.
That's important. There's a lot of things now that I know the story. It's just going back through and going, well, that's important.
I'm sure you feel the same, Surf.
Also, yeah, get used to rain. It doesn't stop raining in this game, ever. And of course, the cat. Ladhara. So this is the Embryon's home base. You can tell who's an Embryon by the orange stripe on their shirt or on their clothes somewhere. So now we have a in-game rendered cutscene, so
how is she?
all the sound effects are going to be a little out of sync as the cutscene progresses
She did
further.
not have a tag ring. Who could she be?
The woman is not our concern. The ramifications of the battle are unclear. What are these markings?
Even the vibrations on the controller is out of sync, so the heartbeat sound effect is out of sync with the vibration.
Our priority is to clarify the
Just to
situation.
remind you, on the PS2, this would not be the problem. This would not be a problem.
I will go to the vanguards.
To the Vanguard's territory?
I will.
You think, God, the dialogue isn't out of sync.
They may have an answer for us. Surf and I will go. And one more. The rest will stay and guard the base.
And also
I
that
will
music,
go.
I'm pretty sure that music played or ended
I
earlier
want
than
an
it was supposed to.
explanation.
Yep, absolutely. Alright, so now we get to actual gameplay. And even with this PS3 version, there is some slowdown in the main game itself. So we've got the square button, we've got our screen here, we've got Surf, Heat, and Argilla. Let me just, yeah, there we go. No, yeah, there we go, awesome. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, items, we've just got 10 rations, which restore 50 HP. This is an RPG, by the way. JRPG. Ammo, don't worry about that. Ever really, and our special items, so. Yeah. Maca, that's our currency. I've got Argilla here. I've not felt well since we returned. Also, Miladhara's music is really nice. It's Cielo, dreadlocks. That's all for the moment. I feel like I've met her before. Argilla shares the sentiment. So if you notice, everyone's kind of emotionless. You know, despite being in a war, we're all in the junkyard is the world that they're in, and they're all fighting a war for territory. So yeah, that's about it. Do not concern yourself with the girl. Our only concern should be reaching Nirvana. That's important. That was Gal, by the way. Here's Heat, the best character. Harley is still alive. He was present when she appeared, so he may know details about this girl. Alright. So if you've played Nocturne, then you know exactly how this controls. Except this game controls a lot tighter than Nocturne. It's nowhere near as slippery. So yeah, we got another Embryon here. Unfortunately, there's no funky student in this game, so... Unknown objects have been appearing ever since the light flowed through the junkyard. When you approach the objects, items and equipment appear. If you see one, you should probably be able to take advantage of this anomaly. So it's essentially item boxes. They're here, so... I think there might be one in this room. So this says no. Oh, this is just where the girl's sleeping. The girl with the black hair, she seems to be asleep. Alright. So let's just sort of take a look around. Oh, hey, here we go. So these are item boxes, essentially. Now, if there's one thing that you gotta learn about this game is that item boxes are always useful. A revival bead that revives a fallen party member with about half the health. No, not half the health, maybe a little less. A lot less. So this is the vendor. Now, the vendor, so another cutscene without a sync sound effects, and yeah, a little bit of padding where Surf's butt is, which is always awesome. So essentially this cutscene won't play every time you go into a vendor, but a vendor is just the shop for this game. Yeah, that's it really. We don't really need to buy anything now. Don't really need extra rations, but yeah, I can buy ammo, revival beads, disc poisons. Might buy one of each. And a panic ale. That's just cure status conditions. Also, Maca in this game is important. Extremely important. Because, well, I'll explain that later, but yeah, just remember that, hold on to it. And here we have a terminal. If you played Mega 10 at all, you know that terminals are for saving and teleporting, but not in this game. These areas are pretty small, you don't really need to teleport between them. And plus there's no exploration of the world map, it's just a menu menu selection. Alright. So let's save here. Also, if you notice that this game doesn't look the greatest, it's because, what's the name? Well, it's a PS2 game being upscaled to 720. I'm upscaling it because even though I think it looks debatably worse if it's upscaled, I'm upscaling it so the Elgato knows to record this in 720 instead of 480, which, you know, just makes the quality even worse. So yeah, nothing here. Getting some boxes up here that we want. Or unknown objects, I suppose they're called, maybe. If I can find where any of them are. Here we go, there's one. Yeah, 3 chakra drops. That's pretty good. So, MP in this game, it works just as any other game would with MP. And chakra drops restore it. Except in this game, chakra drops are rare. All sorts of MP restoring stuff is rare. Although level ups do fully restore you, and there are healing spaces. And you really don't have to worry about MP as much as you would in, say, Nocturne, for example. It's pretty easy to restore. Soma drop this early on? Soma drop restores all HP and MP for one ally, so yeah, pretty decent. Also, don't worry about the blue field down there, we can't go through that yet. Anyway, let's just continue on. Largula. Ladhar is Embryon's territory, which is the smallest area, sandwiched between the Vanguards and the Marable sectors. So yeah, there are about 6 tribes in the junkyard that are all fighting for land. So yeah, let them keep watch. We need to confirm information. I don't remember how to get there. Alright, let's get in the elevator. And let's continue on. And also, you notice everyone's got really wacky hair. So, yeah, that's important with this. Alright, so we got Ground Zero here. Site where the black object and the girl appeared. So, yeah, we can go back here. And we need to go to Svadhisthana. Also, these are really cool Hindu names. There's a lot of Hindu influence in this game. Surf and the party feel hungry. They grew weak from hunger. No, come on. Yeah, it's like a small mechanic that happens. Like hunger, it's not really important at all though. Take this with you, sir. 5 rations. Awesome. What is it, sir? Here you can... Oh, okay. So, yeah, the goal of every tribe is to defeat all the other tribes and then go to the center tower and climb that so they can reach Nirvana, which is essentially the promised land. So, you know, it's paradise that everyone wants to go to. I think you do want to come here to speak to he, maybe. Why was that woman here? Is she related to this mocking? No, never mind. Yeah, so Heat is kind of an important character. Actually, there's a lot of decisions that you make in this game and the next game which affect the final dungeon of DDS2.